missed something? I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna put them. I can't even reach the one there. Oh, no, I could reach it for a moment. Apparently I have to go down more to reach up, which is not at all confusing.
I don't think that's right.
Oh, dear God. No, not like this. Okay. Stone disc is not first. First shift, well, I think like the dragon is here. And Dragon Reborn is like the city comes pretty early, right? It's like pretty early. Well, I guess no, actually, first shift.
I already put a drawing
Well,
there.
fuck, then I did it wrong. Because the first shift, of course, has to go there and then the big city. The White Dragon Reborn is gonna be late. Among the Stars? I don't know. Like with the half of these at least, I don't recall anything at all. Like it's too long ago.
I don't think that's right.
Oh, it's gonna take a while.
The man with the wheels shows the girl how to get back to a big city. He hides his shadow inside him. The girl who is spring fights an evil witch. The witch is the servant of something much, much older. She calls it the Yaga.
It's a very interesting way to start this book, honestly. Did I put Among the Stars first? I don't recall. Big city? No. First shift. Like I think I'm just pretty much guessing, honestly. Like I don't recall the event. Oh, I could recall some of the events. Yeah, White Dragon.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, okay. So what was first? Crow? Big city? Can't be. Well, I guess big city's first.
I don't think that's right.
So the White Dragon. It starts with the White Dragon, really. Oh, I wanted to like hear what you said. And this is how she goes to the middle space when she meets the girl there. I'm speaking so unclearly now. It's not even funny. It's actually kind of annoying me because I'm forgetting all the names and everything. Realms. Yes. Machinations. We're in chapter 6 already. Wow. Is it the crow?
fail to see the point in watching that house night after night. It's a house. It's not gonna up and leave.
There's something odd about it. I'm sure there's... Look.
Yes, Keon, people are leaving. Which also happened last night, and the night before. It means nothing. This is a dead end.
Or it is connected to the tower, and if we keep watching, we'll learn more about the tubes and... You're probably right. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Another dead end.
I saw you speaking with Naani this morning. What did you discuss?
She was telling me about some herbs she needs. I promised her we'd keep our eyes open.
She's been acting strange since you arrived. Not like herself at all. Is there something going on between the two of you?
I can assure you there's not. I have no interest in Naani. Or in any woman. Not in that way.
Apart from Anna.
How do you deal with it?
Deal with what?
With who you are, what you are, how you feel about, you know.
You Dolazadi. Dolintiqua. You see how men and women are divided in our society, and you condemn us for something you do not understand.
What I meant to say was...
I know. There are some rules that cannot be broken. A soldier can't bed a priestess. If they're caught, it's exile for the woman and death for the man. A sister can bed another priestess. She can also take a civilian lover, as long as she's discreet. A pregnant sister loses her robes. And a soldier can lie with another soldier. For some, it's just a passing phase. For others, convenience. Soldiers become officers, or they leave the service, begin a civilian career, marry, have children. For the rest of us, our society doesn't condemn us. In the eyes of the goddess, it makes us no less worthy. It's simply how we were born. You only see us Azadi as bigoted and reactionary. And in our treatment of magicals, perhaps we are. We are. We have our reasons for fearing magicals. Not good ones, but still. We have no reason to fear men who love men, or women who love women. And so we do not condemn or persecute them. I don't have to deal with anything, Liko. I am who I am, and no one has ever thought less of me because of it.
We're alike, you and I.
In what way?
In many ways. We understand the need to do things others would balk at. Pain and blood. What we do isn't pretty, but it must be done to keep others safe. And we are the only ones willing to do it.
Once I started down that path again, it felt natural.
As it should.
Should it? I'm not sure I...
Shh! Someone's here.
What are you guys up to?
Bip! What in Shadow's name are you doing here?
Nothing. Oh, right. I have a message. It's from Ulvik. He says, come to the bar immediately. There's been developments. I don't know what developments is, but Ulvik's face was frowning, so it's probably important.
It always is. Good job, Bip. Let's not keep Ulvik waiting.
I'll run ahead. The two of us together will attract more attention.
And this way you don't have to walk with an NPC. Which is a slightly different way of naming that, but go to the Rooster and Kitten. It's right here, right? Wait, did I pass it? Huh? It was on this square. Was it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's here. It's also just kind of funny how I also really like his beard now. That looks good on him. Beards are cool. But how, like, on the story part, I am more interested somehow in what happens to Zoe. Maybe because I'm more familiar with Zoe, and I don't know. Like, are you really like the Zoe from the second game? Was a bit different from this one, but should still be the same character. Like, you have more of a connection with her. Is that maybe it? But I feel like there's bigger things happening there. Maybe it's because we can relate more, because it's more familiar. But like, this doesn't seem super important for now. Like, the characters are cooler, but it's less interesting. Somehow, to me.
You see that gentleman sitting over there? Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
We can maybe figure out what they're using the pipes for. That's brilliant, Ulvik.
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they find out we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were gonna say when I interrupted you. Sorry. I'm actually surprised you're not agreeing with Liko, seeing how much you enjoy killing people.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the Resistance...
That will not happen, Ulvik. What do you suggest, Kian?
The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make the decisions. Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision.
Yeah, I'd like to ask his opinion, but then still make
the others look to me
the decision myself.
It's important that I take charge and make the decision.
So I don't know if defer to Ulvik is going to do that. So I'm gonna take charge.
We split up. We all look for a solution and reconvene here later.
That sounds better than what usually happens. You lot bickering and fighting over every little decision.
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys a round for everyone. No? No? It's not very motivating? Okay.
No, it's the other way around. Okay. So, find some way to incapacitate the pipe maintenance worker. Also, if I'm just sounding ever so slightly different or tired or something like it, it's because I'm currently recording when it's, well, it's like 38 degrees currently, and it's not that pleasant, honestly. Like, I'm just sweating my balls off, honestly. Maybe too much information, but it's just really fucking warm, and there's not much I can do. So I'm also just recording early, so early enough that I'm awake before it gets really warm, because yeah, it's gonna be that warm, and I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to it. Anything above 25 and I'm basically melting into a puddle, so I'm not looking forward to this afternoon, honestly. I'm just thinking, is there something like we can drop down on him? Like that? No. Patrons.
I do miss Old Town. Mercuria's just not the same without the magic ghetto.
Shh.
What?
Take a look around you. Is this the best place to lament the loss of magicals?
Well, we have lost something, haven't we? Is this town really better off without magicals?
Ulvik doesn't
Be
have the
honest.
most
Fucking
sophisticated or
rebels
upscale
causing
theatre
trouble
tonight.
for everyone.
And I'm sure he's
What the
happy
hell are
about
they
that.
thinking?
Who are these? Mercurians. Okay, well, maybe we should talk to him directly then. Because I don't really know how to incapacitate him.
Have you found anything yet?
I'm working on it.
Enu and Nico are still out looking. And you're not. You should get to it.
So we should be outside to incapacitate him. Oh yeah, because or Ulvik didn't want it to be in his bar to draw attention, which would be bad for him, clearly. So there's that. But how am I supposed to do something outside? Because I don't know where he's gonna go. Also, the lights are kind of crazy. Like a lot crazy and bright. And that's a dead end. Good stuff. I was just curious if there was something there. Can we use you? No? Okay. You're not even talking, you're not even making sounds. How am I supposed to know where he's gonna go? I mean, really? Like, is he just gonna be here? Am I supposed to just follow the nearest pipes? 'Cause they're kinda everywhere.
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that.
I feel like I should just be doing something inside, but...
You wouldn't believe the amount of work that's required to keep the network running smoothly.
He's
Oh, the engineering's
working on
good,
the pipe
but the
network.
assembly...
And he has a workbox with tools.
Don't
Da.
lie. What do you want? Oh, I thought you were one of them. You know, the magicals. Goddess knows why there's still magicals in the city. I thought they'd been deported. All of them. Never mind. Take a seat, man, and I'll buy you a drink. Where you from? You sound Azad.
My apologies, I need to be elsewhere.
Oh. Right. Next time.
I could knock him over the head with the butt of my blade, but I don't think Ulvik would approve.
So it kinda seems like you're supposed to do something.
A workbox. That's probably where a I'll just grab it and run, and keep running until the city and all of this is behind me.
The worst thing is crawlers in the tubes. What do you call them here? Rats.
They appear to be
I had to
having a
clean
good
out
time.
rat gizzards from a
Well
junction
deserved,
last week.
too.
Shadow.
They're good people.
Mess that was.
Bless
See,
their
once the
generous
blood
hearts.
and guts get into the engines, there's nothing for
I
it.
wish them all
They
the
need to be
happiness in the
dismantled
world.
and every piece
Okay.
has to be scrubbed clean. Takes a full day.
Those
that
tubes
job.
Ulvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale
Really?
theatre.
How's that?
They appear to be
Well,
having
they're
a
there for
good
the
time.
Rats
So
crawling
everyone's
all over.
happy, and that's good apparently.
No,
Good
just
stuff.
One more for the ride.
Okay, so where the fuck am I supposed to prepare a trap of some sort? To get this guy, who's gonna possibly go outside at some point.
Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity. It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
I'm just wondering if I'm just supposed to run around and run into something or someone.
A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native to the Northlands. They're building bonfires for Reap Moon's Eve next week. The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition.
I mean, I see a lot of places where you could just walk with the guy and just knock him out, but that's evidently not what you're supposed to do, or even possible of doing, so...
Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions.
So is that something we need to do?
Anyone there?
No, no one's there. No one's walking into you, dude. Don't worry. Okay. So it seems like you're kind of sectioned off here.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Okay. That's good to know. That is also sectioned off. So we really don't have a lot of space to actually do something in, it seems.
Apparently the reaping's the right time for pumpkins, and they're an important part of the celebration. Goddess knows why a single bob won't hurt. I'm sure no one's watching. Ah, this brings me back. Although without the nettles, something's definitely lost. A single bob won't hurt. I'm sure barrel bobbing. There's a tradition we also have in Azadir. Of course, we didn't... Are those yams? No, they're only apples. Oh.
So we can't even grab one. At least not yet. Seems like we will be able to later, but we just won't do it yet. So, with pumpkins, empty tables, giant creatures, tiny creatures, guy trying to get in his home. What is that looking at?
I envy those who can shut their doors at night and find peace inside. But that's why we fight. So that they can shut. This pipe has a hinged panel in it. But I'll need shrubbery of some sort. I haven't studied my Mercurian plants, but they appear quite ordinary.
So this is where we go to actually
That's
use the
probably a
tool once we
maintenance
have
station,
it.
But it's locked.
So how the fuck and where do we do something to get it? Because we see empty tables, there's shrubbery, and not much else.
There's food left on the table.
A passed out guy. I'm supposed to just like stop one of these machines and like call them out to go outside, or still can't go up there. Okay, so let's see if we can go anywhere from this little square. Doesn't seem like it, because that's sectioned off. Like, barricaded even.
The ghetto's been burned to the ground. Whatever's left in there, it's ruins.
Hello?
Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine. A crate full of... They must be surplus parts. Unless they're still expanding. And
Who's
I
there?
don't believe they are.
So can we go to the dock? No, we can't. I'm probably way overthinking this. Well, I'm not even thinking. I'm just looking around to see what the options are, and frankly, I don't see them. Which is just kind of bad. So I just don't really see anything that we can do, honestly.
Have you found anything yet?
I'm working on it.
Alvik is a good man. I enjoy his company. He's true to his word. I trust him with my life. Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele.
You wouldn't believe the amount of work.
Da.
Liar. Oh, Goddess, never mind.
My
Oh.
How do I just incapacitate
Those
him?
tubes will make our lives better.
Really?
What's
How's
that?
traditional
Well, they're there
wheat
for the,
moon snacks.
well,
Roasted apples,
betterment
salted
of
yams,
humankind, aren't
sweet
they?
roots,
What does that
pungent
even mean?
fermented snapjaw eggs.
Life's a series of tubes.
I won't say no to a
I'll drink
tasty
to
bit
that.
of yam. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 Oh. Mm. Delicious. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 Oh. Mm. Delicious.
Okay then.
Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there, among the wine caskets and beer barrels. I believe the boys acquired a taste for strong drink. Ulvik told me once of the legend of the Onyx
The worst
Cockle,
thing is
High King of
crawlers
all
in the
cocks.
tubes.
This
What
proud
do you
fowl
call
came
them
to the
here?
aid of its owner when he was set upon by
Rats.
rabid man-eating owls.
I had to clean out rat
Unfortunately,
gizzards
poor
from a
cockadoodle
junction
was
last week.
torn to shreds.
That's it, it was
Owls.
a mess that was.
Light.
See, once the
Sharks in
blood
the
and guts
skies.
get into the
Their
engines,
thirst
there's
for
nothing
human
for
blood
it.
is legendary.
They need to be dismantled and every piece has to be scrubbed clean. Takes a full day, that does.
I
Obviously put some sort of
I
safeguards in
don't
place.
see
There are
anything that we
rats
could possibly
crawling
do.
all over this.
Neither inside or outside. Just don't see it. It's like it doesn't exist. It's not even a broom. Somehow I feel like it should be outside, but it just isn't there. I mean, we walked all around the area where we can actually walk to, and there's just nothing there. There's hardly anything to even interact with. Like at this point, like you just give some sort of tip, like honestly.
The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition.
So Ray Cromwell, Vegard S. Hagen, Lars Lindgaard, Boris Passmann, Zana what? Sturnus? Zana Sturnus. Huh. Cool drawings.
Who's there?
They're keeping Ireed Avenue closed
If
at
you're a
night,
ghost,
and the Tower
just
Square
leave me
remains
be.
inaccessible until next week's ceremony.
I mean, look, this is
There's food left on the
that's
table.
about as much as we get. Like, there's food on the table. Okay, great. Now what? Like, I don't know what it is, but like moments like these happen too often in this game. It's like I have this giant area that I can walk around in. I found my next objective that I have to do. But for now, there's kind of nothing. Not in a good kind of way. This is maybe a second one where you can... Yeah.
This pipe has a hinged panel in it, but I'll need a tool to open it.
Yeah, which we don't have yet. So, the only thing I can pretty much think of is to...
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
Like, I'm just thinking maybe we have to just bring...
It'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about. But I do get to operate in peace.
Just keep bringing the guy beer. That way he'll drink himself into a coma and then we get it. Get the tool. But I didn't see any beer that we could pick up. which is a problem.